What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome here for the first time if you're just joining me. Today I am talking to teenage girls who want to lose weight, and I'm talking to moms and loved ones of those teenage girls. Now girls, I'm gonna be talking directly to you. Moms and friends, you can just listen in. So girls, I know you're looking at me and thinking like, she's old. I get it. I'm 50, you think I'm old. I have a teenage girl. I get that you think I'm uncool. I was once your age, believe it or not. This is a picture of me. This is what I look like. Now, objectively speaking, when I look at that picture now, I see like I didn't need to lose weight. I would not have believed a single person, grown up or otherwise, who said, hey, you don't need to lose weight. In my mind, I did. I'm gonna tell you today what I wish someone had told me, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old Kim, back then. Now, I'm gonna ask you to hold on for a little bit for this first part, because I am gonna tell you what to eat and how to move your body. But first, we have to talk a little bit about what's in here and what's up here. You can't skip this part, okay? Losing weight is not the magic key to your happiness that you think it is. It's not. I posted a series of videos about teenage girls and weight loss on TikTok. They have over 1 million views, thousands of comments, and it made me really sad to hear the things that the girls said. And I know you feel this way. I felt this way. I'm gonna pull them up here. The only thing that will make me happy is being skinny. I promise I'll be happy when I'm skinny. It will solve all my problems for sure. This one is really interesting. This is from someone named Allie. I know I'm super late, but this is correct. At my lowest weight, I was the saddest I ever was. It's all in your heart and in your mind. I agree with Allie. Girls, we think that the weight is the thing that is going to be the magic bullet, and it's not. Weight, whether you lose it or gain it or whatever it is not going to be the thing that makes you worthy of love, your own or anybody else's. That is stuff to be worked out outside of weight loss. Again, I'm not saying that you can't try to lose weight. It's just that loving yourself is not the same as losing weight. That is to be worked on outside. Now I'm gonna tell you something. If you hear people say, you just need to love yourself, you should love yourself, and in your mind, you're thinking, yeah, but I don't. I want you to try thinking of love, instead of thinking of it as a feeling, like how you feel about yourself, think of it as an action. I want you to act loving towards yourself. Treat yourself the way you would treat your best friend. Would you say the things to your friend that you say to yourself? Okay, those thoughts in your mind that are like, ugh, you're so gross. Ugh, your thighs. Would you say this to someone you loved? Talk back to that mean girl voice. When I was a teenage girl, I was obsessed with fashion magazines. I loved Vogue. I pored over it every month. There were teenage fashion magazines you've probably never heard of, like YM, Young Miss. I pored over these things every month. My access to these materials was not very great. Okay, so that was in the days before the internet. I had television, I had 5 channels. I didn't have a whole lot of access to looking at other people's bodies like you do today. It's very different. You have a constant stream of media that can be in your face. This can be highly problematic. Here is what I'm gonna challenge you to do. As you are consuming media from wherever you get it, I want you to ask, how do I feel when I watch this person's content? If it doesn't make you feel good about yourself, if it makes you feel bad about yourself, unfollow. Immediate unfollow. It doesn't matter if they're a great person, you love their stuff. All right, one more thing before we talk about what to eat and how to move your body. This is not the time in your life to be counting calories. High school, it's such a time you need to be figuring out things about yourself. What do you like? What do you want to do? You need to be playing sports and music and trying all the different things. This is not the time to be focused on counting calories. Again, this doesn't mean you can't try to lose weight. I would encourage you not to worry about counting calories. I would also encourage you to ditch the scale. This is not a time in your life you are supposed to be growing. This is not a time in your life for you to be worrying about the number on that scale. It doesn't say a darn thing about who you are as a person or where you're headed or how big your dreams are. I want you to be worrying about taking up space in this world in all the different ways. With all of that said, I have a feeling that you are still going to be looking for advice about how to lose weight. I have a teenager, I get how this works. And I would rather have you hear some sane advice from me about diet and nutrition than take part in the nonsensical and frankly even dangerous diet media that is available. So right now I'm going to share with you 4 things you can do to look and feel amazing and powerful. And who doesn't want to feel powerful? Number 1, eat until satisfied, not stuffed. You probably have a really good idea of what it feels like to be overstuffed. Thanksgiving. right? Think about that feeling. Really heavy, it doesn't feel good. That's stuffed. You probably know what it feels like to be absolutely ravenously hungry. Think of a day where you wake up late for school, you don't have time for breakfast, you're too busy at school to eat lunch, you're rushing, and maybe the first time you eat is 3:30 or 4. That wow, gnawing in your stomach, really hungry. Okay, those are the two ends of the spectrum. I'm really, really hungry and I'm really, really full. It might be hard to pick apart where in there is satisfied. So start practicing. When you sit down to eat your meals, and I would suggest you sit to eat your food rather than always eating on the go, pay attention to your food. How does it taste? Chew slowly. Don't always be distracted on your phone or watching TV. Pay attention to the food you're eating. Notice when you start to feel that physical sense of hunger, that's a cue to start eating. When you stop feeling that hunger as you're eating, as you're taking bites, notice the feeling of satisfied. Okay, start paying it, and there's grades to it. It's not like one moment in time you're looking for. And what might happen is you'll get to the point where you're a little bit over full and you'll be like, right. And you'll know okay, stop a few bites before that next time. That's the feeling we're looking for when you're eating. Satisfied, not stuffed. Number 2, 80% of your food should come from minimally processed, nutrient-dense foods. Okay, think of processed foods. Think of things that are in packages, boxes, and bags that have been made from lots of things. On the other side, think about single ingredient foods, chicken breast, an apple, okay, things that are literally one item. These are things that grow from the ground, that had a face, or came from something that had a face. If you need a really simple way to picture what are minimally processed, nutrient-dense foods, that's what they are. So fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, those kinds of things. 80% of your food should be those types of things. 20% of your food can be the more highly processed stuff. The pizza and the nachos and the chips, what people would typically call junk food. So really work on that balance. Right now, you might have the balance flipped. You might have more of an 80% more junky type food and 20% minimally processed, nutrient-dense food. Number 3, strength training. If your primary form of exercise right now is some form of cardio, and in your mind you're trying to burn calories, you're actually not getting closer to the goal. If your goal is any variation of I want to look fit, I want to look lean, toned, defined, cardio is not your best tool. Nothing wrong with cardio. That's not where I would say to emphasize your fitness, your exercise pursuits. Get some strength training in. If you're I have no idea where to start with that, take a class at school, find a friend who knows how to do it, participate in a sports team that knows how to do it. Follow me here on my YouTube channel. I have tons of videos talking you through how to strength train. Out of all of the things I have physically done for myself from an exercise perspective, the thing that has most dramatically changed my life from the inside out, now I will tell you, I had a dramatic physical transformation when I started lifting weights. It was within a span of several months. I looked dramatically different. But the change inside, how I felt about myself, my confidence level, way superseded that physical change. Start lifting weights. And then the 4th thing, outside of the strength training, find a way to move your body that you enjoy. For some people, that is a team sport. And girls, you don't have to be super good to be on a team sport. For other people, team sports is just not where it's at. It wasn't for me, it's not for my daughter. Find a way you like to move your body, whether that's kayaking or dancing. Any way that you are moving your body, it doesn't have to involve you and a ball. Do a little bit every day if you can. All right, girls, that is it, except for this. If you find that your thoughts are preoccupied with food or your body or with exercise, talk to somebody you trust. Talk to a grown-up that you trust, a parent, a counselor, a friend's parent. Let them know how you're feeling. This can be serious and dangerous stuff. Move your body, eat nutrient-dense food, and most of all, focus on treating yourself like you love yourself.